solving Math Applications SL, Paper 2, May 21, Time Zone 1. Let's get started. Question number 3. Give your answers in parts A, DI, E, and F to the nearest dollar. This is important note at the beginning. So, Daisy invested 37,000 Australian dollars AUD in a fixed deposit account with an annual interest rate 6.4. So this is the interest and this is her investment. 6.4% compounded quarterly. Calculate the value of Daisy's investment after 2 years. So when we are dealing with a finance question, so we need to use, in graphing display calculator, we need to use our TVM application. In Casio, you will press menu and go to TVM, or if you are using Texas calculator, you enter apps, then finance, TVM. When you enter TVM application, we will need compound interest. So we are calculating this compound interest. To calculate the value of investment after 2 years, here we must note something. When we open in the calculator compound interest, the first question is N. What is N? How many times that the interest will be added, how many times the interest will be compounded. So it is written that the interest will be compounded quarterly, means 4 times a year. This is for 2 years, so 4 times 2, N is 8. So this is our first value. So we'll insert N equals 8. I, this is the interest, which is 6.4. PV, this is the present value, her investment, 37,000. Then what we need is the future value. This is what we need. So, and PMT, this is payment per month. This will be 0. We are not dealing with payments every month here. So this will remain 0. And lastly, we have PY. This is 4. And CY, this is the payment will happen every 4 times a year. This is quarterly, and also compounded 4 times a year. This the same as that. So we need now to calculate FV. This is our future value. So in Casio calculator, you will press FV. This at the beginning it remains 0. Then you press calculate FV. Or if you are using Texas calculator, you go into FV. You move with the arrow, go to FV, then solve. Once you will press solve, you will get, this is 42,009.87. And here don't forget that at the beginning it's written that for part A we need our answer to the nearest dollar. So we will say that her investment is 42,000, and because 8 here will add 1 to the 9, so 42,010 AUD. This is our answer for A. After M month, the amount of money in the fixed deposit account has appreciated to more than 50,000 AUD. So after some month, her money, her future value, increased to be more than 50,000 AUD. find the minimum value of m, where m belongs to n. M belongs to n, this means m is a natural number, positive value, without decimal. So we need to find what is this m, how many months her money will be more than 50,000 AUD. So to calculate how many months, this means we need n in the calculator. This is what we need. And we inserting the same I, 6.4, PV, still the same, 37,000. And here we must note something, that while dealing with present value and future value, because here we will insert future value, our graphing display calculator, to calculate this, we must note, if we will insert the present value with positive, so this is positive 37,000, we must insert future value as a negative, and vice versa. So if future value will be positive, so the present value will be negative. One of them should be negative, and then the calculator will be able to calculate it. So FV will be negative 50,000, and PY, CY still the same, PMT still the same, and we need to calculate N. Once we will press solve, N will be 4.74. Is this the number of months? No, this is the number of years. How many years it will take until the future value will be $50,000, 50,000 Australian dollars. So we're multiplying this by 12, we will get 56.88 months. So, and we know the number of months should be a natural number without decimal, so we'll approximate it up, 57 months. Okay, Daisy is saving to purchase a new apartment. The price of the apartment is 200,000 Australian dollars. Daisy makes an initial payment of 25% and takes out a loan to pay the rest. C, write down the amount of the loan. So first step, we will calculate the 25% of 200. This is her down payment, 25% times 200,000, this is 50,000. This is her down payment. So the amount of the loan will be 200,000 minus the 50,000 that she already paid. So she will take a loan 150,000 AUD. The loan is for 10 years, compounded monthly, with equal monthly payments of 1,700 AUD made by Daisy at the end of each month. For this loan, find the amount of interest paid by Daisy. So here we need to calculate the interest itself. So we know that she will pay 1,700 every month for 10 years. So her payments will be 10 years times 12 months, and each month she is paying 1,700. And this will be 204,000. So in total, during these 10 years, she will pay 204,000. So the interest that the bank will take from Daisy will be 204,000 minus 150,000. This is her loan. This will be 54,000 AUD as an interest during these 10 years. Double I, the annual interest rate of the loan. So here we need to calculate the interest rate, I. So again, we will use the calculator, and N equals, this loan is for 10 years and the payments is monthly. So 10 times 12, this is 120. Then PV, the present value, this is the value of the loan. So we'll insert negative 150,000. PMT is 1,700. Now we're inserting PMT because we know the monthly payment. So we're inserting this. And future value will be 0. And PY is 12. CY, this is also 12. Then we will solve, we are solving for I, the rate, the interest. So we'll press solve. I will be 6.4577 and so on, which is 3 significant figures, 6.46%. This is the annual interest rate for this loan. After 5 years of paying off this loan, Daisy decides to pay the remainder in one final payment. Now she needs to pay the remainder after paying 5 years. Find the amount of Daisy's final payment. So again, in the calculator, we will insert N. Now, this is after 5 years. So 5 times 12 months, N is 60. I, the interest, we know it now, 6.46. PV, the present value is negative 150,000. Then PMT is 1,700. And still BY, CY still 12, and we need to find the future value after these 60 months. So we will solve for future value. We will get 86988.51 and so on. And don't forget here at the beginning of the question, it was written that in part E, also in part F, we need to write our answer to nearest dollar. So this will be 86,989 AUD. And in the case of, you will use, instead of using this interest rate 6.46 as we did here, and you will use the full value of the interest rate that you received in the calculator, and you will keep it as it is, this full value. You will receive another answer. You would receive in the calculator 86 973. Both answers are correct. So you will receive this if you will use the full interest rate that you received from Part D. But if you will use only 6.46, you'll receive 86,989, and both answers are correct. Find how much money Daisy saved by making one final payment after 5 years. So now we know that she will pay this 86,989. This is her remainder. And she already paid 5 years monthly payments. So we will calculate this and we will subtract it from her loan, from her original payments, 204. This is what she supposed to pay, but she didn't continue her loan. So 204,000 minus, this is what she must originally pay, minus 5 years, 12 payments of 1,700. This is what she already paid during the 5 years, plus her final payment, 86,989. When we'll calculate this, we will get 15,011 AUD. This is how much she will save if she will pay this remaining money. So this is the full question number 3, and I'm waiting for all your questions in all my social media accounts. The links down below in the description box, and see you next video. Goodbye.